Hi there, my name is Tercy Engelhardt, and I'd like to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Choice. So, still throughout this year, every episode I start with welcoming you, thanking you for being here. Whether you're newly listening or you've been listening for a long time, or perhaps you just occasionally listen, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of your journey. We were meant to travel this road together. And I'm grateful to be able to pull myself up beside you and share a bit as we walk along. So wherever you are, remember it's important. I don't have your answers. You're not listening for me to give you answers. But as I share tidbits of wisdom I've gleaned over my 39 years of recovery from healing from teenage sexual abuse and then 20 years of living with an eating disorder, those wisdoms are like just age wise, and they're not things that you haven't heard before, but maybe you'll hear them in a new way, a way that will resonate with you, and give you the next piece to your puzzle, the next stepping stone that opens a door for you and helps you become more of who you were created to be, a fuller, brighter, wiser, more beautiful and glorious being. Not to say that you aren't already, I believe that you are, but all of us live with kind of a diminished experience of ourselves and oftentimes a diminished experience of other people. And when we can start to own who we are and live from that place, we can also begin to see the beauty and the capacity that everyone around us has as well. So grateful to have you here. If you're interested in an individual session, I sit with people on Tuesdays, and you can sign up on tersyengelhardt.com under the topic Work Together. And it's really an opportunity for me to sit as an elder and reflect back to you what I see and encourage you along on your journey. And yeah, and if there's somebody that you know that you think would benefit from this, invite them to listen in, send them a link to an episode. I do that a lot. I read things. I was thinking about that the other day. I read something that I think someone else would appreciate or gain from, and I send them a link to it. Or I hear something, um, and I'm always doing that. And I think that's partly because you just never know what's going to click for somebody, what's going to support them and take them to the next level. And why not? Why not do it? Why not share? Because there's so much wisdom and information and beauty out there. And I personally believe it's meant to be shared. So if you feel like sharing, share it. And I thank you for doing that. Okay, so this episode's being released on the 22nd of December, just a few days before Christmas Eve and then Christmas. And I was thinking about how um, the particular topic of this is, you know, open my heart, how to keep my heart open so I can receive. Because last week we talked about the simplest prayer, which is help, and then identifying who do we think is listening, who are we calling out to, and then what do we want? Like, really, what do you want? When you get beyond kind of the superficial surface level, not to make it seem like it's not valuable, but the surface level requests underneath it all, what is it that you really want? And then there's how do we keep our heart open to receive it? Because if our heart's not open, we wouldn't be able to receive it. And as I shared with you, when you call out help, it's like those doors that move in both directions. You call out help and it pushes the door open. So there is an opening. And then you have to keep it open in order for you to be able to receive the response to that prayer, the response to that request. So, how do we do that? You may have heard me say this earlier in previous episodes, but How you keep your heart open is you don't let it close. And all of us know what it feels like when our heart closes. So we constrict. We hold our breath, we pull in, we resist, we deny, we reflect, we defend. Sometimes we even argue. Those are all ways that we close our heart down. So, how you keep it open is you don't do those things. You don't let that happen. You catch yourself. You catch yourself when you're withdrawing, isolating, shutting down, closing off, defending, protecting, arguing, reflecting, all those things. And instead, what I do is when I can feel it happening, I breathe. I breathe in. And usually, what I do when I breathe in is to myself, I say yes. Because yes is an opening. Yes. So, yes. It's like, yes, 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 yes. So, practice that for a while. Just what does it feel like to breathe into an open heart, saying yes, yes, which is receptive. Yes, it's an opening. Yes, yes, it's permission. And then when I exhale, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I keep practicing that throughout the day. Yes, yes, thank you. And it's a way, it's an exercise, it's a practice to keep our hearts open. And let ourselves receive what's coming, receive what's the blessings, receive the insights, receive the guidance, receive the forgiveness, receive the kindness, all of those things, which if our heart's not open, we're deflecting those things. And we may have the experience that there's not enough love, there's not enough kindness, there's not enough grace, there's not enough whatever. And so our job is to do the work to keep our heart open so that we may receive, that we can be more receptive. So as we move towards Christmas, look and see, what do you resist receiving? And I want you to consider, for most of us, it really is some version of love. We just, so much, we can have so much and then no more. Or we've gotten used to living without, and we actually deflect love, don't let love in, mistrust it, argue with it. Yeah, defend it. So see if this Christmas season you can't practice saying yes with your inhales and thank you with the exhales, keeping your heart open and letting more love in. And I'll see you after Christmas right here. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day of celebrating